Hi, welcome back to the Crypto Day YouTube channel. So it's the 1st of October today, and as usual I'm doing my monthly roundup videos, starting with the Burstcoin mining one. So here are my Burstcoin mining profits for September 2017. So a few things to say before I get into the actual figures is at the beginning of the month I was away for approximately a week, just over the first week of the month. Whilst I was away the end of last month, beginning of this month, my Burstcoin machine worked perfectly. I didn't have any issues at all, and it ran and kind of mined. There were no crashes or anything like that. And then I came back and I started to do a few bits and pieces with that particular machine, and it turned out that the hard drive that the OS is installed on was basically on its way out. So I tried to install a few things. The machine kept freezing. I could get into kind of Windows but couldn't get into Explorer. Eventually I did a check disk and it was coming up with bad sectors all over the place. In the end I thought it was just easier just to throw the hard disk away and reinstall from scratch, but unfortunately it happened just before I went away for a weekend. So altogether in the month I probably lost about 4 days worth of mining, but the nice thing is that, you know, the machine has a clean installed, and it's just doing Burstcoin and nice hash, and I'm also staking Navcoin on that particular machine as well. So anyway, that's the kind of trials and tribulations. But the other thing you'll notice is that I'm actually only mining with 32.5 terabytes at the moment, and that's down from about 37.5 terabytes, and that is because basically I had some of the drives that I had plotted for mining. One of them I've actually just put into the machine as the main kind of hard drive that Windows is installed and everything's installed on, and I've been having some weird issues with a couple of drives that came out of a NAS drive, and they don't get picked up by Windows on a reboot. So every time I rebooted Windows, or every time I had to kind of restart the machine after updates or anything like that, I was having to go and remap the drives to a particular drive letter. And anyway, the upshot of it is that I just kind of got bored with every time I had to kind of reboot, having to kind of remap these drives. So I need to kind of look into why that's happening, but I've just left them out of the Burstcoin mining array at the moment. So I'm down to 32.5 terabytes. But the figures are as follows. So these are my figures for September, and you can see here, so all these transactions here, this is when I was on burst.ninja, and then what happened basically once I lost those few days in the middle of the month reinstalling Windows on that machine, when I went back in and started mining again, Burst Ninja was down. It wasn't accepting deadlines, and I wasn't sure if it was something I'd actually done with the kind of the setup and the kind of config of the miner or anything. So I switched over to burstmining.club, and that's this pool here. You can see Crypto Dave, this is my account down here, 32.5 terabytes. It's just literally paying out 420 burst there, just about to pay out those. So yeah, so basically when I came back, I would have gone back onto Burst Ninja, but it seemed to be having some issues at the moment. At the time I thought it was probably my config, but then when I switched to a different pool, everything seemed to work okay. So it's a split month, so these transactions here are from Burst Ninja, and then these transactions here are from Burst Mining Club. And the upshot of that, you can see all the transactions here, is I mined 3,960, just over 67, so 3,968 Burstcoin, which at today's price is about $36. I hit 3 blocks in the month, so that was 1 block down on last month. Difficulty continues to be quite high in the network. The network seems stable this month. If we look at the price here on CoinMarketCap, there's been a few little peaks and troughs, but it's been relatively stable through the month. It's a little bit down on what it was at the beginning of the month, but it's been relatively stable. So they are my results for Burstcoin mining in September 2017. So quick recap is I lost a few days through hardware problems. It seems to be ticking over much as it has done over the last few months. The difficulty is still high, so we're not seeing anything like the results we did in previous months, or certainly a few months ago. but everything seems to be ticking over quite well. There's been no network issues or anything like that within Burst as a whole, so that's all good. Anyway, that's it really for this video. I will be back in about half an hour with my more general cryptocurrency profits for September 2017, which will include all my mining and investment coins. So anyway, I hope that's been interesting, and hopefully I will see you on the next video. Thanks very much. Have a good day.